We enter an unexpectedly mild October with a lot of anomalies, flowers that shouldn't be here at this time of year. The auriculas are putting on a semi-continuous display, and the pomegranate tree is in flower for the second time in its life with us, but far too late for any fruiting possibility. Though the very exotic orange flowers blend well with its next door neighbour, the campsis, with its second flush of flowers. In the front garden, we have coronilla in flower, usually in early spring, with its yellow pea flowers, and purple hebe variegata covered in early summer and now putting out some autumn rebels. We also have a few flowers bouncing back as October warmed up after such a cool summer, with the dahlias sending out some defiant late flowers. In this case it's only pink bloom all year, and this glorious blousy fuchsia and this dark purple penstemon. Most of their compatriots in each case have now gone to sleep, or at least are nodding off. Not so the rosemary. This is a weeping variety, which drapes over the side of the herb bed outside our kitchen door. And the cyclamen coum, this time underneath the big red camellia, which is already covered in fat buds ready for next January's show. The autumn colour is in full sway. The viburnum, which started last month, is now falling, but still retains some amazing red leaves, and next to it this miscanthus complements it well. Talking of reds, the persimmons down by the potting shed are a wow, and have two fruit ripening slowly, hopefully okay to eat before it gets too much colder. These dogwood leaves and stems by the pond are now splendid, but in the woodland, midwinter fire's bark colour is lost as the stems are maturing into darker colours. They missed their pruning last spring, but will be cut back this spring with no berries. It's a payoff. The birds don't tend to go for the white berries until all the red ones are gone, but they're lovely to have anyway, maybe for our winter solstice wreath. Alongside the dogwoods are the witch hazel leaves slowly turning buttery yellow, and the ferns all dying back to yellows, bronzes and browns. This little Acer is strutting her stuff though, small she may be, but brightly shining autumn foliage. This ivy is coming to an end with its flowering, but a couple of days ago in the sunshine it was covered with pollinators of various kinds, wild bees, honeybees, hoverflies, and many other kinds of fly too. It was quite spectacular and alive. The pond itself needs some attention, with upturned pots by the mallards earlier in the year still lopsided, and we waited until now so as not to disturb the wildlife that live here too much. The next not too cold day, David will put on his waders and I shall sort it all out on the bank. Autumn isn't autumn without mushrooms and toadstools in the garden as part of the ecosystem here, slightly ageing and mushy, and then some later ones looking very smart and mushroomy. An overall sweep of the garden at this time of year is so different to the bright vivid greens of the late spring, but it has its own sense of drama and fullness, and it is still a labour of love, no matter how overwhelming it can seem at times.